All right, guys, we are live Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Yeah, that's right, Thursday. We decided to do the podcast today, Marcel, at the last minute.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck, why not? Because here's the thing. I noticed, like, a lot of the guys that do podcasts, they've already posted their Houston preview. Like, they did it the other day because there's no card this weekend, right? So I figured why not just get out of the way.
Sure.
Also, like, it's a long weekend this weekend here, and I kind of want to just chill and spend some time with my daughter, so it made more sense to do it. And I appreciate you jumping in short notice, I guess.
Sure. I only ask you why, and you're like, yeah, we could do that. It's like, no, there's no problem. I have time, and it's like, I think now we have pretty much done every single day of the week.
Yeah. I was just going to say that because we did that Wednesday one. That was like the last day we needed it. I think Thursday too. So glad to be here with you. I just tweeted it. If you want to hit the old retweet button.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
You probably already did anyways, but there you go. So we'll talk about UFC Houston here, guys. We got a couple guys in the chat. We got Seamus in the chat. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Joe is here. Joe, what's up, man? Glad to have you here, Joe. Antoine, what's up, man? You never miss a show either. Antoine messaged me. He was happy that we did it today. He's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. It just made more sense. Plus, we get out of the way and then we don't have to think about it, right? So it's good.
Yeah. By the way,
we'll do fight announcements too. I was going to say we'll do that as well after.
Sure. By the way, this T-shirt has a different color in real life. It's like I've been in American prison or something,
By the way, speaking of I just got this shirt. Look at what do you think of this one? You like
it's very nice. Yeah.
Thank you, man. It looks sexy, right? There you go. Yeah. So there you go. You look like you've just been in the show Prison Break, but you look good too. So, just joking. Let's get some comments. What's up, Chris? Glad to have you here, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, guys? Haven't caught you in a while. Off for the next few weeks. Welcoming baby number 3. Jeez, man. You're busy. Good job, man. Nice to hear from you, dude. I haven't talked to you in a long time, so good to hear from you.
Like we said in the Netherlands, you didn't wear it out peeing, So good for you, brother.
Chris is a good dude. He used to message me quite a bit when I was going through some personal issues, and I appreciate it reaching out to you. It's been a few years, though, obviously. Glad to have you here, man. Dan Marcel looks like he's got locked up with the
that's what I said. Yeah, it looks like that,
Gotta check his hands for some handcuffs. What's up, Ghost? Fuck the heavyweight division. Okay, so we will talk about the cuts. Let's do that on the fight announcements. We'll do the cuts.
Sure.
Is that okay? Yeah. I want to focus on the card here.
Also, check my name, guys.
Yeah, no. I've never been to Texas. No, never been. No, obviously, Marshall. Zero. We really haven't won one. I'm gonna be completely honest. I haven't watched anything except for the hockey game today. That's the only thing I care about. Which we won 5-0 over Czechia. I know Yuri Prohaska wasn't too happy about that, but 5-0 win. We got another game tomorrow and Sunday, I believe, for the round robin, and then it's going to go to the quarterfinals. I think we win the gold in this. They better win gold in hockey. It's the best thing we do. So, but I obviously haven't been paying too much attention, to be fair.
Okay.
What's up, George? Glad to have you here, man. What time is it in Shanghai? It's got to be like 7 in the morning or something. What time is it? Check.
Let me check. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Glimbaugh, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while either, Glimbaugh. We all these guys that you know what? I'm glad we did it today because we got a bunch of guys we haven't seen in a while. They're in the chat.
8:35 in the morning.
Okay, George, you're not working today then. Or he's at work and he's just listening to the show. I love it. Yeah, smash the likes. That's right. Thanks, buddy. Are the Netherlands are doing pretty good, right? You guys have a few golds.
We have 3 golds, I think, like 2 or 3 silvers and 1 bronze or something, So
yeah, you've been pretty good. Jake Paul's fiance. We just mentioned that we were talking about it off air.
Yeah,
she's got a gold. He's there. Is he? He's there.
He was there. Even Snoop Dogg was there. So.
Well, of course, Snoop's there. It's 12:35 in London. Okay, well, appreciate you joining us on your Friday morning. We won't keep you waiting. All right, we're going to do UFC Houston. We're going to go through the card one by one. There's one fight that we don't know yet, but we'll talk about that in a second because Sukyan Ko is out of the fight, so Jacoby Smith lost his opponent. But anyways, let's get into the card, Marcel. I always ask you, I'm going to ask you, what do you think of this card going into it?
Well, it's decent at best, It's a fight night. It's like on location. It's okay, I feel like, let's see. I think the main event is interesting. Looking forward to see how Jeff Neal looks now, after definitely listening to James Lynch's interview like 2 or 3 days ago. I don't know if you watched the interview with Jeff Neal where we said like that he had alcohol and drug addiction.
I had no idea, to be honest with you, like about this stuff. I mean, how would you know, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. And so I'm really wondering how he looks now, Now he's clean, he said, so I'm happy for him to hear that. And there are some other interesting fights on this card, so I'm looking forward to that. I would give it like a 7 out of 10, probably, if you ask me how I think about the card.
I think this card looks pretty good. I think, and to be fair, I don't think the cards have been that good this year. So I think of the four, this has the potential for the most violence, hopefully, especially with the finishing bonuses. But it remains to be seen how it's going to go. Because to be fair, like some of those number cards look pretty good, and I don't think they turn out that good. So, and I talked about yesterday with James on the party shot, which I know you jumped in. He kind of agreed with me too that it's been a bit disappointing, Marcel. And here's the thing: like, I don't want to whine about the UFC, just it's not. I don't know. It hasn't been the best year, but I will say this: I feel like they're hurting themselves because number one, they're stacking the deck for White House, so they're hurting all the other cards, right? Because they want to put like all these title fights in that card. I would assume. And the other thing is, you have champions like Josh Van, who's crying for a fight on Twitter, and they can't give him a fight. It's weird, right?
Yeah, it is. And
they're doing it to themselves.
Plus, I thought you also wanted to talk about the cuts for the UFC made.
We will, but let's save it for the fight announcement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's maybe better. You're right.
Yeah. Let me just get a few more questions, then we're gonna go through the card. The first fight in oh yeah, good call. I don't think the first quarter's been that great, but there's still another 6 weeks. So we have this card this month. Next week would be the UFC Mexico after that, and then for the next month there's Apex, there's UFC the pay-per-view card, London and Seattle. So there's quite a few events coming up. Hopefully it gets a little better. Damn, they finally got Marcel Friedorf #. There you go. Yeah, Marcel got caught for all the.
It's actually funny. It's a completely different color off screen, So it's like when I see myself, I'm like, okay, this kind of looks like I'm in prison, Yeah.
Marcel's a jailbird. Texas was a place that got finishes. I know there was one card like New Zealand that had like or Australia that had every fight was finished. But
you had also that Vegas card with Jamal Hill and Thiago Santos on it. That is also one with all finishes, I think.
Yeah, that Austin card was great. All right, actually, that was the card I think he's talking about. There was that Austin card. That was the one with like Cody Brundage slammed Zach Reese, and there was like another slam. Joe Selecki got slammed by
Drakkar Klose.
Yeah, that was back to back too. Remember that? So
what was the main event there?
That was Hooker.
Armin against Dariush.
Armin. It was Armin, I think, wasn't it?
And Hooker against who was? Yeah, was Armin Dariush and Hooker against.
Can't remember, but it was a good card. I know the one you're talking about. It was great.
Oh, that Hooker. Oh no, that was Bobby Green against Turner.
Jalen Turner, where he got like killed, and Kerry Hadley just let him die in the cage. Yeah, I remember that. What's up, man? There's supposed to be a replacement. Have you heard anything?
No, and it's kind of difficult to. I have to go personally to Jacoby if I want anything because apparently he's managed by DC. So.
Daniel Cormier?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know is he at that camp with Torres Finney and those guys? He's there.
Think so. I don't know for sure, but I guess so.
Yeah, Josh Emmett versus no, that's a different card. That wasn't Austin too, but that's a different Austin card. But that card was amazing too. That was the one where Natalia beat Jasmine. That was the first one. But yeah, there was another one 2 years ago that had like they gave out like 10 finishes. I remember the fight of the night was Eor Pateria and Rodolfo Belanto. So.
Well, we would pick Jasmine to win,
Yeah, that's when you didn't know how much you loved Natalia, right? That was before you proclaimed your love for her. All right, let's get into the card. Let's start with the first fight here, and let's move our way down. All right, first fight, Marcel.
Easy.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, well, probably. Women's strawweight bout here, flyweight bout between Juliana Miller, Carli, Judice, and odds for this one. Yeah, I mean the odds are pretty hefty. -600 on Carli, +450 Juliana, and yeah, money's pouring in on her because the open minus 350. She wins. She's a pretty easy pick. Let's be honest. It's a pretty easy pick. I think she knocks her out. I think she finishes the fight, and I'm not changing my opinion. What do you think?
Fight doesn't make sense to me. I think Carli Judice deserves a step up. She has like a performance bonus in every fight she fought. Even her contender series fight was amazing to watch. So she is one of these. I don't want to be a dick, but she's one of these rare girls who is like almost must watch TV. And Juliana Miller, I'm not sold on her. I think she looked pretty decent on The Ultimate Fighter, but after that, man, I'm not too sold. She's pretty involved with her OnlyFans, I feel like. I'm going with Carli Judice. I also pick her by finish for TKO first round.
I'm the same with you. And I with you too. Like, I thought Miller looked really good on Ultimate Fighter. And then she had that win against Brogy the Bear on the finale. Destroyed her. And then since then, it's just like she hasn't looked good at all. I know she won her last fight, but like she hasn't been impressive at all, man. I think this is a pretty clear cut win. So yeah, maybe. I think she finishes her. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got Jordan Levitt taking on Yadier Defy. Hopefully this is a legit fight, Marcel, because the last one Yadier Defy had allegedly was not legit. So odds for this one, Yadier Defy minus 330, Jordan Levitt plus 270. I'll start on this one. Actually, the line opened at minus 600, so it's gone down a little bit, which minus 600 might have been a little bit too high. But I think either way, like I'm not picking Defy. I'm obviously going to pick him to win the fight. The guy, to me, is a good fighter. Obviously, an incredible performance against Bulgarian, even though we don't know if that was a legit fight. But before that, Connor Matthews win. And then on the show, I thought he looked good in a contender against that Antonio Montero guy. He destroyed him in that show. That was a really, really good performance. You haven't seen that fight, I would watch it. Jordan Levitt's a guy that's been extremely up and down the UFC. He's had some really good performances, like the slam over Matt Wyman, the Victor Martinez knocked out with the knees. That was nice. And then the last fight, he submitted Kurt Holloway, but he's been finished a bunch of times as well. Although, to be fair, I mean, Paddy Pimblett and Chase Hooper are pretty good. His ground game is good. There's no doubt about it. But I just think like he's going to have a problem getting this fight to the ground. I think it stays standing probably. Divides better on the feet. And also, like, even if it goes to the ground, I think Divide can, stop a submission attempts and potentially even submit Jordan Levitt. I think he could submit Jordan Levitt. So I'll go with Divide. I think he can finish this fight as well. I'll take him by submission. What do you think?
Bro, if Paddy can do it, Yadier can do it, I think, I'm pretty high in Yadier Divide. The thing is, like, I was also pretty high in Isaac Bulgarian, so I mean, that's why I didn't pick Yadier last time. But the thing is with Jordan Levitt is kind of hit or miss. He's pretty decent, and he goes down a weight class for this fight, right? She's normally at 155, now goes to 145.
Okay, good point. I should have brought that up. Yep, fair enough.
But I'm still picking Delphi here. I think he's very talented. I think he can win the fight, and I also think he can get a finish. I would pick him by submission. So second round. Yeah.
Same pick. A couple comments here. Do you guys hey, what's up here? The Ukrainian guy, his name was Azar Maskarov, I think. Is that his name? The guy?
Yeah,
the fake record.
Manifield.
Yeah, that's right. He had that fake record. Levitt's fighting different weight class now. McKinney's fighting Kyle Nelson, right? So
yeah.
Seattle, which was that was just UFC announced that yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
right?
UFC. And it's pretty decent. Makes pretty much sense, McKinney is from Seattle. I think also like James goes to Seattle, so
it's not far from Canada.
Yeah, exactly. So it makes sense.
That's fair. Levitt might be sneaky. Possibly. I can't pick Jordan Levitt in this one. How do you guys not let sports ruin your day? Arsenal just lost my taste for it. Well, you're on the field. You're on the pitch. So
it was a draw, by the way, man. They didn't lose, but it maybe feels like a loss, But and I also support Arsenal in England, so yeah. I mean, they still look pretty decent. And the thing is, like, the thing in the Premier League, you're not watching it, Adam, but the thing in the Premier League in England is like, almost everybody can lose to anybody, that because
like the NFL,
because they're really good, like really good teams, quality teams. So I always love to watch it, and I watch it every weekend. And I missed the game from today because I didn't have time to watch. But I love the Premier League. I always watching it.
Fair enough. Lazy Bed, Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah. She's not far. Houston's not far from Louisiana. That's where Judice is from. Carli's the most entertaining women's fighter on the roster. She's up there. She's definitely up there because she's had fight of the night and 2 performance bonuses, I think, right? Or 3 fights. She's been really impressive.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have a welterweight bout between Phil Rowe and Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani. I really hate spelling this guy's name. I think this is one of the worst ones to spell.
Jean-Paul Lebosnoyani.
It's fucking brutal. JPL, he's the favorite, minus 200. Phil Rowe plus 170. Now, I know you love the Fresh Prince, and I love him too. And I don't know if you broke this with a collaboration Instagram. You did?
No, I got both sides, and I was like, I stuck to Phil. It's like, are you going to post? He's like, no, go ahead. I was like, I invite you for the collab. If you don't want to accept, it's also good. He didn't accept, but he liked it and shared it. So I mean,
no, I love Phil. I mean, he's a good dude.
Good dude.
He's short notice here. It was supposed to be Austin Vanderford against JP.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's Phil Rowe, and Austin's the favorite. And here's the thing. Like, I really like Phil Rowe. He's, to me, an exciting guy. Like, especially in the stand-up. His stand-up's great. Like, again, that fight last year with, what's the guy's name again, Marcel? Angelosa, where he's losing the entire fight. And then the comeback, I don't think he got a bonus, by the way. That was crazy. He would get one now. He would get the 25 at least. He should get 100, but really impressive comeback. But here's the thing. I love Phil Rowe, but his ground game it's just not good. You saw against Suck Young Ko, Marcel, take it down, held down, basically 50 minutes. He's got a huge hole on the ground with the takedown defense. And I think that JP Lebosnoyani can take him down and just hold him down. I don't think he has to stand and trade. He could, though. We saw that knockout on a contender against Jack Congdon, the guy from Cage Titans, the promotion me and James cover for Spectation. Like, that was an incredible knockout. It really was one of the best ones. He could do that, too. I think he can catch Phil in the chin because Phil's been hurt before. But the truth is, like, the easiest path to victory, Marcel, is just to take him down and hold him on the ground for 15 minutes. And I think he will. So I'm going to take JB by decision. I think he just wins 30-27. What do you think?
I hate to go against Phil, man. I like the guy, but I'm also going with JP. And I'm going with TKO in the second round by ground and pound.
Oh, you think he finishes him ground and pound?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, I think I'm pretty high on JP. I think he looked amazing. I think he's a really good fighter. And Phil is great, you know. I like him a lot, but I think this might be a very tough fight. Also, it's on short notice. I'm taking JP here. So, yeah. Just being honest.
I have the feeling that if Phil loses, he's going to get released. And I hate to say it because I love this guy, but if for some reason it feels like the matchmakers don't love him, they're not giving him the love he deserves. He's always buried on prelims. This is short notice. It's not a great sign. So, love the guy, but wouldn't be surprised if next week you see a tweet saying, from Nolan King from MMA Junkie, I've just confirmed that Phil Rowe has been released or something. I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm saying. Because I love the guy, though. Really, really big fan of the guy. Great guy. Great dude. Great knockout artist. Bad takedown defense. It's not going to be good here. Yeah, it was short notice. I don't think he was trained for. I mean, he probably didn't camp. He's at Fusion XL, right? That's the camp he's at.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys. There's an event tomorrow called not tomorrow, on Saturday called Combat Night. Tons of like high level Florida guys are on this card, including Lucas Alexander. He's
of course
he's the main event. He's
he's also a super nice guy, by the way.
By the way, he's minus 2,000 for his fight. The odds came out for that. He's fighting some guy that's not good, so he's obviously going to win that. Might have had too many beers, but I speak for everyone. We love the podcast. Hey, man, I appreciate that, brother. We love you in the chat, man, and we love doing the podcast too. I always look forward to doing it. Rowe round 3 is my mythical beast. He's up there. He's at the third round. Phil Rowe, Marcel.
Yeah.
Lebosnoyani's going to hurt Phil fresh, probably. His cardio is questionable. Yeah, I don't think it's the best. He's got a lot of muscle, but I still think he wins the decision here. Do you guys consider JP a bright? Absolutely. I mean, Marcel's really high on this guy. So it's the first combat night. Yeah, it is. And there's a lot of fights. There's 9 pro fights and I think like at least 10 amateur fights. It's going to be a long night. Did you guys hear about JP before Contender? Yeah, I'd heard about him from LFA. So I heard about him. Yeah.
Same.
And obviously he's with House, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Iridium. Yeah.
Is Phil? Or
no, Phil is with I think Sucker Punch. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got Ramiz Brahimaj taking on Punahele Soriano, Marcel. So the odds actually opened Punahele as the favorite. He was minus 170, I guess it opened, and Punahele was like plus 140. I said Marcel the line, and we don't talk about the fights before, but I go, come on, you know what, pick it here, because I always pick Ramiz as a dog, and I've been cashing tickets on this guy. I love this dude. Now he's the favorite, Marcel. So Ramiz is finally a favorite, minus 135. Punahele plus 115, which I'll be honest, it makes it a little bit more of a tougher pick just because I love the guy as a dog, but not so much as a favorite. That being said, I'm a big fan of both. I've loved Punahele for a long time. Big fan of the dude. At the same time, I can't pick against my guy here, Ramiz, Marcel. The guy's just been on a roll, finishing everyone. Submission game is nasty. It's on point. And showing knockout power, too. Punahele's obviously got the knockout power. He's got the wrestling. But I will say this, like, some of the fights he hasn't been finishing lately that I think he should be finishing. And in this particular fight, like, if it goes to the ground, which I think Punahele probably does try to wrestle him, I think Ramiz can grab his neck and choke him out. So that's my pick. I'm taking Ramiz by submission, man, in second round. I'll say that. But I think Ramiz submits him. What do you think?
I hate to pick the side because I like both guys a lot. Both really cool guys as well. The thing is, like, the longer the fight goes, it probably favors Punahele, because we've seen Ramiz really needs to get those finishes normally, and with Punahele can go long, but at the same time, Ramiz is really slicky on the ground, as you know, and early on. So I think it's either going to be Soriano by decision or Ramiz by finish, by submission.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm picking submission second round by Ramiz, but at the same time, if Puna wins by decision, wouldn't surprise me at all because I mean, I can't remember that Ramiz won a decision, and Puna
I don't think he has. I don't think he has.
I
No,
think
I
he
don't
has
think
like
so.
a 100% finish record or
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
I'm going Ramiz by submission, but if it goes to decision, probably Puna wins.
And I think, especially if someone gets a finish here, that person, especially if it's Ramiz who's been on a roll, he would get a top 15 guy next. I would think if he finishes Puna, or if Puna finishes Ramiz, maybe he gets a top 15 guy because he's been on a roll too.
But if you have to look to a dog on this card, which is also a possibility to win, definitely Soriano can also win here. So, I mean, as a dog, what is he plus one? What's his? Is it
Plus 115. It's pretty close.
I mean, it's super close. Almost a pick and fight,
Yeah, slightly lean towards Ramiz. And the line might still go back. It might go down a little bit. Fun fact, LFL guy works at my gym. Sufyan Arab. Marcel, you know him? Heavyweight.
Yeah, for sure. He's like a super short, stocky, very.
Oh God, he's a heavyweight. Marcel hates him already.
No, he's super muscled, man. He's like super short and stocky, muscled guy. He's like, I think he's wrestling. His wrestling is pretty good, Yeah, I know. I think he fought at from Cops gym before, from Bert Cops, but I'm not sure anymore. But it's some time ago. But yeah, he fought at LFL. He fought a lot of events in the Netherlands actually. So yeah, I know him for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Share the stream. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Glenbot. Appreciate that. Antoine like Soriano. Fair enough. Yeah, fuck yeah. Especially appreciate that, lazy man. Under 2.5 in any Ramiz fights that play for me. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, his fights just don't go the distance very often. So, is Puna still young enough? I think what is he like 30 something? Like
he's not old or anything,
Yeah, yeah. He's at welterweight now too, right? Better move for him. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'll take the follows. I mean, Marcel, I think I'm at 13,000. You're at 113,000 now or something, aren't you?
I always when Adam sometimes gives like a comment on the fight night, he's like, "What did you think about my comment?" When he thinks it's kind of controversial to say, but this is the opinion. I was like, "Yeah, good comment," and then I retweet. That's
all these motherfuckers they follow him. By the way, speaking of follows, Uriah Faber followed Marcel today, so Marcel is.
Yeah.
His fucking chubby went to a full chub. So there you go. He sent me. He's like, "Look at this, man! Look who followed me."
Yeah, man, I was surprised. Yeah,
it's awesome. That's cool. What's up, Fight Talk? Appreciate you, man. He sent us the artwork, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
He likes his boy Ramiz. Yeah, I think so too. Hype, what's up, man? Glad to have you here. Follow myself. How would we follow Lazy Bed? How about that? How would we follow Lazy Bed?
I think you recently followed Lazy Bed. I didn't even follow you, man. So I didn't listen. A lot of guys from the Discord of James. Then I see like I don't even follow them, but I didn't know. Like sometimes I don't know who is the account from. So. I mean, if you're in the Discord, let me know. I'll follow you, but it's not on purpose that I don't follow you.
Fair enough. By the way, speaking of Lazy Bed, so he always goes to Dunkin'. It's called Dunkin' Donuts. It's a donut place.
I know
this guy's always there. Okay, so it's funny enough. I was watching YouTube the other day, and I watch a lot of these like police crime like kind of shows and stuff. Did I tell you about this? This guy.
No.
I was telling. Oh, I know who I was telling my mom about this because she watches these shows too. This guy was okay. So this guy is in the States. I don't know exactly where. It might have been in Florida, but I'm not 100% sure. This dude, you should check it out, Lazy Bed. This guy went to a Dunkin' and he starts swearing at the guy. And he's this old white guy, right? He's swearing at this black guy, calling him the N-word, right? Calling him the N-word, and the guy's like, "Yo, stop saying that to me." The guy goes into the restaurant, right into the Dunkin'. He was in the drive-thru saying this. Goes in. Calls him the N-word to the guy's face. The guy says, "Say it again." Says it again. The guy knocks him out. The old guy hits his head in the ground and dies. He actually died. He punched him once. He threw a right hook, knocked the guy out. He gets arrested for battery. At the time, they didn't know the guy died, but he died. But anyways, they ended up finding out the guy who he killed, the old guy that was like racist, he was a child predator. So if you look at the judge let the kid off. They let him off. And if you look at the comments, everyone's like, "Good, we're glad this guy got killed." So it's pretty crazy, man. Yo, Antoine saw that. That's crazy. Antoine, you saw what I'm talking about. It's fucking wild, Marcel. So it's like he did a good thing for the community, right? Because he
pretty much, I mean,
yeah. 2 years of house arrest. He didn't go to jail. So. Hey, if you're gonna knock someone out and kill them, they better be a child predator. Fuck those people, Marcel. We don't need them in the world, right?
Of course, no, absolutely, you're right.
Tyler, what's up, man? Glad to have you here as well. Just told a crazy story, but it's okay. There's a Discord. Yeah, James Lynch has a Discord. That's the one you got to be in. I'm surprised you're not in it, actually. Marcel, maybe you can hook up Fight Talk later on. with that?
Yeah, sure. Also, just James always says, if you want to be in my Discord, just DM me on Instagram. So just DM him,
Yeah,
and tell him you help us always out with the podcast. I'm sure he will let you in.
yeah, absolutely. It's on his Patreon, and so we're all like most of us in here are in the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys met an MMA fighter in public? I'm sure. Have you or no? Like
Oh,
at
and
events, obviously, but
the thing is, yes, but then I was close to the event center, so
yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
I
that's
know,
not
I know.
cheating.
Yeah, no, I have, but I mean, yeah, it's not as often lately. I don't get out as much as I used to, but back in the day, yeah, tons.
And by the way, over here is like we had like for when I was, I'm not going a lot of yeah, I'm going outside, but not as much as I did earlier when I was younger.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, back then there were it's mostly kickboxing people, and they're more like in the middle of in the centrum of the country, like Amsterdam, Rotterdam, over there. I'm more at the south, so not really. It's more like you pass by like football or soccer players, whatever you guys you call it, from the local team, but not a lot, man.
fair enough. What's up, Daniel? Glad to have you here, man. He says California kid needs to stay tapped in so he fall himself. That's exactly why. But actually, I think he's wrestling Henry Cejudo, isn't he? Is it this weekend?
Yeah, I think so. He probably followed me because I posted the Ricky Turcios fight, right? So that's his boy, right? So
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I have no idea what UFC BJJ event. Oh, there is one. Okay, yeah. I mean, Marcel just hates Mikey Musumeci.
I don't hate him, but he's so cringy, man, and it's like every time he's in front of the camera
With the rigatoni, it's
yeah,
kind of annoying. I know he's amazing at.
oh, I don't doubt, but
Yeah, no, he's his jiu-jitsu is incredible. Story about the predator being killed and the killer being. Yeah, it's on. It's there's a body cam video on. I don't know what YouTube it is. Just search it up. Duncan employee. Like it's pretty wild. And I just I actually feel bad for the guy that punched the guy because like
uh,
he's being called with this nasty shit by this dude.
he,
So
he he dunked his donut.
look, Elizabeth's having an ice Dunkelette. That sounds so good. So they actually used to have Dunkin' Donuts in Canada. They don't have it here anymore, but they used to have it. When next time I'm in the States, I'm getting a Dunkin', and if
Yeah,
I see you, Elizabeth, I'll buy you a Dunkin' too.
we have like pre-packed over here, so that's I don't know, that's factory for a factory, so I don't think that's really legit, but whatever. But that's from Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, let's get back to the card. A fight that I don't think you care about that much, Marcel. I'm guessing we got a rematch. A rematch we didn't need between Nora Cornolle and Joselyne Edwards, right? Do we need this rematch? I don't think so. Odds for this one: Edwards minus 300, Cornolle plus 250. So this fight happened 3 years ago in France. Cornolle won a decision, and it was a pretty competitive fight. Sorry?
Race a thin decision.
Yeah, I think a lot of people thought Joselyne won. I have no doubt she wins the rematch, though. I mean, you talk about most improved fighters, especially the women's fighters. Joselyne Edwards is up there, right? Like finishing people now, knocking out Priscilla, knocking out Chandler, and finishing Tamiris Vidal. Really impressively, because this is a girl that was always going to decision. Now she's finishing people. She is training with her nickname is La Pantera, and she's training with the other Pantera, Marcel Valentina Shevchenko. So, and I'm assuming her sister as well, who I think is a pilot now, if I'm not mistaken, Antonina. So. And Pantera, there you go. I love it. You just got that. I know you messaged. You got that CD. That's sick. I think she wins, and I think the question is, does she finish Nora Cornolle? I don't know because Nora's tough, but this will probably be a stand-up fight, I would think. Although I do assume Edwards will mix in a few takedowns. I'd like to see her get a finish, especially with the bonus money. I'm going to lean decision, though. I will, just the way these two fought the first time. I kind of feel like it plays out similarly. We'll see, but I'll take Edwards to win for sure. What do you think?
Yeah, but I also think there's like a big misconception about Nora Cornolle, man. I always hear people saying like she seems like not very very nice, but she's one of the nicest people I came across in MMA. She's like super friendly. Yeah, I mean, she had the problem with the weight cut last time, and I think before as well. So I wonder if she's going to make 135. We'll see. Um, the thing is, like, Edwards is doing pretty good as of lately, and this is the rematch right now. I think the UFC want to see where both girls at. We'll go to decision again, I think, because I think they're really competitive to each other. I think it will this time. We will probably go to Edwards, so I'm going decision with Edwards. But listen, man, Nora Cornolle ain't bad or anything, I think it will be competitive, but I'm going with Edwards here.
Fair enough. I do think minus 300, now that I'm thinking about it, might be a little bit too high. I'm still picking her, obviously, but it's probably going to go to this decision. And as George says right here, there are a lot of bad decisions in Texas. We should bring that up. A lot of the judges are really bad there. So, yeah, I mean,
Everything is bigger in Texas.
including the bad decisions. Anthony, commercial airline, I'm not sure, but I know she was training for it, right? You had heard that too, I think. I'm not 100% sure. All right. There was another question here. Okay. Would you guys like to see the Riotolo brothers? I don't know enough about jiu-jitsu, guys, to be honest with you. But
I
if
know
you think they're good, then
they were at one championship. I think Rainier fought one guy, but yeah, some time ago.
Fair enough. I don't know enough about them. Sorry. All right, let's go to the next fight here. We have Alden Coria taking on Luis Gurule, Alex Bahunan's guy. Marcel, Alex hyped this guy up like crazy, and he has just been losing like crazy in the UFC. Alden Coria is minus 260 here, Gurule plus 220, and I mean, to me, you talk about easy picks. Like, this is Alden Coria all day. You talk about great debuts. His fight against Alexander Costa was really impressive, I thought. Coming in there on short notice and finishing Alexander Costa, who I think is a really good fighter. That was incredibly impressive. He's obviously the guy that trains with Josh Van and all those guys at that gym, 4 Ounce Fight Club, Michael Aswell, a few other guys. Daniel Pineda, who hopefully will be back in the UFC. I hope so. Yeah, I've been nothing but impressed by this guy. And obviously in Fury, he was the champion there. Luis Gurule, he's just not looked good in the UFC. Get finished by Ode Osbourne, then lost decision to my boy Jesus Aguilar Marcel. Just, it's not a good look. And yeah, I mean, to be like, this is kind of one of the easiest fixes in the card. This is Alden Coria all day. And I think he probably finishes the fight. I'll take him by submission. What do you think?
Yeah, man, I was looking, like you said, he was the champion at Fury. He was, but the fight got overturned because of pot use, I think. So that kind of sucks for him. But yeah, kind of a champion in my opinion. Listen, I'm not going to make Luis Gurule my Daniel Lacerda, so I'm not going to pick him here. But yeah, I'm also picking Alden Coria. Although I still like Luis Gurule a lot. I think he's talented, but I think, I still think he's talented, you know? I mean, doesn't mean that he's going to win again, that he's going to win or whatever, but I think he's talented. That said, yeah, I'm going with Coria as well. Coria looked amazing against Costa, man. It was a short notice as well. Like you said, he comes from that camp. What is that, 4 Oz? 4
Oz Fight Club, yeah.
Yeah, 4 Oz Fight Club, yeah.
Good gym.
Really good gym. They are really good, right? They are really on a great win streak pretty much right there, a lot of these guys. Coria for me as well. Is he going to finish him? I'm going decision, man.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, Gurule, we'll see. I mean, he did get knocked out by Ode. A couple other comments here. Yeah, I think he's going to be in the rankings pretty soon. What's up, Boxing Wiz? Am I cooked? Added Fluffy to beat Strickland. Well, you got to wait for our main event preview, so we can't tell you yet. What's up? Mills is here. What's up, brother? Glad to have you here. Watching this over UFC Jiu-Jitsu. Fuck yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, Gurule's hands down style. Korea's going to put hands on, probably, yeah. Talk question on Verdict. Who's y'all's most washed fighter who's still considered a top fighter?
What's the question?
Who's the most washed fighter who's still considered a top fighter? You'd have to look at the rankings. I would assume it's some heavyweight. It's got to be someone in the heavyweight.
I don't know.
Well, he's not ranked anymore, so.
No, he's not ranked anymore. Right.
Maybe I hate to say it. Maybe Kamaru Usman. I mean, I know he won against Buckley, but I'm not convinced that he's still an elite guy. Maybe Colby Covington. He hasn't won in like 5 years or something like that. I'd have to look.
That's probably it. You know,
Covington. Yeah, probably Covington. Now that I think, at least Usman won a fight. But yeah, good question. Can we please get a fan fighting us? I completely agree. It's ridiculous. I don't know why they haven't. Like, he could be fighting next month against someone, right?
Joshua Van now knows when you become a champion, you cannot fight every 3 months.
True. They don't want to pay those big paychecks.
Yeah,
Izzy's another good one too. I think Izzy is not the same as he used to be. I'll say that. But
the thing is, I still think Izzy is able to beat a lot of guys in the top 15.
I agree. I don't think Colby Covington can right now. I wouldn't pick Colby against. I don't think anyone in the top 15. But Izzy, I would. What's up, Tristan? Glad to have you here, man. All right, let's go to the next fight here, Marcel. We got.
You know who I think is a good one to say?
Sure.
Leon Edwards.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It's probably someone in the welterweight division. Honestly, It probably is. All right, let's go to the next fight here. Speaking of the devil, Marcel, we got Ode Osbourne taking on Idiris. Alibi Idiris.
Yeah.
And the odds for this one have Alibi is the favorite, minus 145, plus 125 in Ode. This was a little tricky for me. I'll be honest. I think this one's a bit tricky just because, like, I like Alibi. I thought he looked amazing contender. Then he gets like smoked in his debut against Morales in the Ultimate Fighter finale. Although, actually, is that a UFC fight? Does that count as one or no?
The UFC doesn't count it as
It
a.
should be. It's a UFC
Yeah,
fight.
I
It's
agree.
stupid.
I agree.
And anyways, he looked terrible, but I still think he's a pretty good prospect. And then you got Osbourne, who you talk about inconsistent. He's got to be one of the most inconsistent guys, right? Because when he looks good, he looks pretty good. Like when he knocked out Gurule, when he beat Charles Johnson, when I think he beat Steve Ursek, or at least made it close. You know, and that was a good performance. But he's had some really bad fights too, where he gets finished and stuff. So really tricky guy to pick and bet on his fights. I wouldn't bet on this fight just because there's so much variance here with Ode Osbourne. That being said, I will take Idiris. I think he probably finishes him. I'll take him by knockout, but I'm not 100% sure. What do you think?
Yeah, tough fight to pick, man. I mean, if you look at Alibi Idiris, he looked pretty good on the I won't say contender series on Ultimate Fighter, but he
Did I say contender? I might have. My bad.
No, you said Ultimate Fighter. I said
Okay.
contender. I'm an idiot. So he looked pretty decent. With Ode is hit or miss always. I feel like, Also consider that Ode trains with Alex Perez. I'm really thinking that Idiris is going to win probably. So I'm just kidding. Alex watching. I'm just kidding, dude. Yeah, but I'm picking Idiris here, man. I think he wins the fight. I'm going with decision win over Ode, and. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's just kind of a difficult fight to pick. I feel like because
the odds are close. Odds are very close.
Also, do you remember when Ricky Turcios fought Brady Heastand in the Ultimate Fighter finale, and the UFC announced that they had fight of the night, and then they took it back? That's ridiculous, still,
I don't know what happened there. Alibi followed. No. He's on this card. He's definitely on this card. This fight's still legit, right? Question of the day: fried chicken, bone in or boneless? Probably bone in, I would think, right?
Always with bone. Chicken always with bone. Because
go.
I also like to suck out the, how do you say that? The bone marrow.
Yeah, by the way, this fucking guy sent me a picture of a rabbit eating a rabbit the other day, and you tell me, you're like, look at his little face, like, you could see his teeth. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah, on Sunday over here, we ate rabbit.
So I actually Googled it. Apparently, it's pretty common in like Europe and Netherlands, but we don't really. I know some people eat it here, but it's not like super common. I've never tried it. I'll pass. I'm gonna leave Peter Rabbit alone, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's not my favorite dish or something, but it's pretty decent. Just like horse is also pretty common and decent,
I'm not Alistair over him. I'm not you. I don't have horse.
It's really good.
I believe you.
You also don't eat liver, right?
I've never had it, but my dogs love it. I told you. They love it. Nam K over Ode was amazing. Yeah, for sure. Raising Cane's, I don't think they have in Canada, but I did have it in Vegas once. I had it with Alex Mahunin actually told me to have it. Me and my friend went to Raising Cane's. It's like chicken. It's like chicken strips. It was really good. There's one right by T-Mobile Arena. Alex is like, you got to go to Raising Cane's. So I went.
I'm always raising his cane under the sheets every night.
Oh, yeah. What do you think's going on underneath this camera?
I don't want to know, man. But I want to ask you, what kind of dogs do you have? You never actually told me.
Two cockapoos. So like they're like Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix. And before we had these two, we had two other cockapoos. So the last 4 dogs my family's had are cockapoos.
What's the name?
Cockapoo, Cocker Spaniel Poodle.
The name of the dogs.
Oh, Ruby and Lily. That's these ones. Okay. And we used to have Yogi and Teddy, so they're all like little teddy. They look like little teddy bears, basically. They're cute, but they take massive shits, but they're cute. So, does UFC fly out media? I mean, they might fly out like Nina Drama and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised they paid for her, but most people like James Lynch pays for himself, and these companies pay for their guys.
It's not really media. She's more like with the UFC,
influencer or something, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they might fly out some of them, but like I don't get flown out. I have to pay for that. Like Aaron Bronsetter's company pays for that. So, all right, let's go to best question. Best fried chicken spot. So to be honest, Andrew, I haven't been eating it as much lately. Not that I don't love it, because fried chicken's awesome. But I haven't been eating as much. Popeyes is pretty fucking good, though. I will say. I don't know if you've had Popeyes.
No, we don't.
Do they have KFC there?
Yeah, we have KFC.
I used to like KFC, but I think they changed the way they cut the meat, and it's not as good anymore, personally.
Well, they cut with a spoon now instead of a knife.
You'd like Popeyes, though. When you're in the States, Marcel, you're gonna get so big when you're in the States, dude. Like you're just gonna eat everything, man. You're gonna be like,
I have to pay for 3 seats when I go back. Yeah.
You're a fucking joker, dude. Church's chicken's not bad. They have that in Canada too. They actually have that. It's not bad. I kind of think Popeyes is better personally, but do you have to pay for your ticket? No. They don't. It's not a ticket. You get like you sit. There's like a media section. It's not a ticket. They did give me a ticket once though for Gustafson and Jones. Me and Aaron Bronstead were actually sitting in the crowd. They just had no room at the media because everyone was there. But usually you'll sit with the media section.
I love that you missed Lazy Bet's comment.
What did he say? I missed it. Oh, takes massive shits, but it's cute. That's Marcel. That it sounds like it. The Dutch Snorlax.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next fight here. We got Chidi and Njokuani against Carlos Leal. And odds for this one have minus 125 Leal, Chidi plus 105. So the odds actually went down this. I saw that guy, Uncle Weezy, was tweeting about this today. Someone has sent me the tweet. And yeah, there's a lot of money that's coming in on Chidi, which I can see it because I think this fight can go either way, honestly. At the same time, though, listen, you talk about if it's a contest to who can read a storybook to me to sleep, it's Chidi all day. But if it's an MMA fight right now in 2026 where Chidi is, I think he's older than me, isn't he? He's the same age as me. He's actually 2 months younger than me, motherfucker.
Bro.
He's 2 months younger.
Bro, imagine a room with Chidi and McMahon reading
I'd pass him right away, man.
All women are dripping, dude. You know.
Oh my god. Anyways, listen, I love Chidi. One of my favorite strikers, but he is the same age as me, 37. I know how I feel these days, and it's not the same. Also, all these cuts to welterweight, I don't think is easy for him. Leal, big power. I don't trust Leal. I would not bet on this fight because I don't trust him right now after that. He got dusted by Muslim Salikov. Speaking of, like, again, I talk about the age, but Muslim is like 42, so you can get caught by anyone. I wouldn't be surprised if Chidi knocked him out at all. That being said, I don't really trust Chidi right now, so I have a little bit more faith in Carlos Leal. I think he probably knocks out Chidi, but I'm not betting on this fight at all. What do you think?
Yeah, man, it's like the thing is, like, if Carlos Leal fights like a retard like last time against Salikov, it's really it's really a hard fight probably because Chidi can't snipe him because Chidi has the talent to knock him out. I think
we saw against Marc-Andre Barrios, right?
Yeah. But at the same time, Chidi's getting older. I don't think he looked amazing as of lately. I think he looked decent, Sure. And Leal, we have seen Leal doing pretty well besides that fight against Salikov. Let's be honest, I love Rena, but I think he should have won the fight, And after that, he got the great win over Morono, which also didn't age pretty great because Morono hasn't looked like himself the last couple of fights, But I think Leal can win this fight. I would pick Leal here, and I also would pick him by finish probably,
Yeah, fair enough.
For a flat knockout.
Yeah, fair enough. Other than Muslim KO, I think Leal had a decent chance. I think so, yeah. But I don't know. That he got caught. It happens, right? And it could happen here too. She's got power too. Yeah, Jake Matthews. It's a different matchup though. He's more of like a submission guy. He's a true media can't watch the fights because of the press conferences. It just depends who you are. I mean, I watch the fights, but I know some guys sit in the back. There's like different sections, like beer church. So there's like, first off, there's the floor section. So there's seats by the cage. Okay, that's one section. The other section would be up top in the press row. That's another section. Then there's also in the back where they do the press conference. That's another section. So there's 3 different sections really. I would love. I've only been cage side like one UFC. I've mostly sat in the press row. I watched the fights. There's been times where I did sit in the press room in the back, but I prefer to watch the fights. That's just me. But it depends on what company you work for. So, all right, let's go to the next fight here. We got. I think this is this where the. Oh no, this is the main card opener, right? Reese and Pereira. This one.
Yeah, this main card opener.
Yeah, so here we go. Finally, main card. Texas' own Zachary taking on Michel Pereira. Michel minus 130, Zach Reese plus 110. This is tough because like Pereira looks washed. If you talk about washed, actually, he's up there, right? Because he's looked horrible. I mean, the fluffy Hernandez fight, I think that fight, it just took, like, when these fights get prolonged, that was Herb Dean was the ref. Did that need to go 5 rounds? Like, you knew after like 2 rounds he was done, right? He took a beating in that fight. And since then, Abus beat him, and then he got destroyed by Carl Dawkins. It's just not a good look. That being said, before that, he'd run through everyone. So I just don't know where he's at right now. With Zach Reese, inconsistent in my opinion. Like, Jackson McVeigh, I think you picked Jackson in that fight. Jackson was lighting him up with elbows in the first round. Gassed out, and then he got finished. But then you also have like a fight against Dusko where I know he won that fight, Marcel, but it wasn't like the cleanest win. He's had some decent fight. Like the Julian Marquez win was nice, but he's had some like he couldn't finish Jose Medina. That's not good. Cody Brunn just finished him. He's so inconsistent. I don't trust this guy, man. I don't trust him. don't trust him. I'm taking Pereira by knockout, but I don't trust him either. So I would not bet on this fight. I wouldn't bet on it. I would stay the fuck away from it. But I gotta go with Pereira by knockout. What do you think?
Reese fights at home. He's from Texas, right?
Yep.
The thing is, like, Reese, I think Reese is okay, but I'm not confident to pick him still against a declining Pereira. You know what I mean? I don't think Pereira is amazing, but Pereira can start him early on. I think, that's a possibility. The longer the fight goes, I probably favor Reese, but I'm going Pereira by stoppage first round. I think this is a fight. Listen, if Pereira loses to Reese, I no disrespect to Reese, but then Pereira's really done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's go to this question. Actually, weird question. Is general MMA media annoyed with Nina for the attention she gets? Probably a little bit. I think they're jealous a little bit too. But it doesn't bother me. I don't know her, so it doesn't bother me. I don't think she's like this amazing journalist, but like the fighters like her. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Keep the question on a little bit longer, man. I cannot read in 2 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry.
I still don't know what the question was. Maybe we're question in general. I mean, the thing is, like, depends on how you look at it. I mean, I don't really care. But at the same time, it's like we know she is working for the UFC, so she will never say anything bad or anything like controversial about the UFC. You know what I mean? So
she works for them. She works for Dana. So definitely drawing a paycheck from them. If you guys didn't cover mixed martial arts, what sport would you have covered? That's a great question. I'm sure for you, it's football, right?
Yeah, the actual football.
Yeah. It's an interesting question, Antoine, because like if you had asked me this a long time ago, I probably would have said hockey, and then there's times where I would have said baseball and then football. The truth is, I'm lucky because at bookies.com, I get to write about a lot of stuff. So like today I wrote about the NBA All-Star game, which I sent you the article, Antoine. So probably NBA or NFL. I mean, I love the NFL too, and I love baseball. I write about them all. To be fair, I get to write about them all. So I'm in a really good spot with my career.
What is sport you never want to write about?
Never want to write about. I don't know enough. Not that I don't want to write about it, but I don't know enough about like car racing, auto racing. I don't know anything about it.
Okay. What's bigger in where you are from, NASCAR or Formula One?
I hear in Canada, I would think F1, but again, I don't know enough about it. NASCAR is more of the States. I don't know enough about it. It's something I don't have anything against the sport. I just don't know enough about it. I feel it'd be difficult to be a sports journalist for main sports because there's so many. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you got to be really good at it. So, real football is America, Marcel. There you go.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, pro wrestling. I wouldn't. Not for me. I don't want to write about that. All right, let's go to the next fight here, guys. We have Marcel's favorite division, the heavyweights. Dana, we have a heavyweight fight between Sergey Spivak and Ante Dalia. Ante Dalia minus 160, Spivak plus 140. I'm taking Dalia to knock out Spivak, Marcel, in the first round. Nothing needs to be said here. I think Spivak's done. I think his chin is just paper at this point. I know Dalia got finished by Waldo, but kind of weird circumstances, man. Like, I think he kind of got screwed in that fight a little bit, too. I don't know what you think, but I think this guy's got serious knockout power. Spivak's a guy that I think, you talk about cleaning out the division. I think Spivak could be released if he loses this fight by knockout. I wouldn't be surprised because they're cutting a lot of heavyweights right now. Dalia first round knockout. What do you think?
I'm also going with Dalia, but Spivak is not to be underestimated in my opinion. He's a guy who can, out of nowhere, surprise. I've seen it more times than once, So, but I'm picking also Dalia by knockout or first round. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if it gets to the ground, maybe Spivak has a chance, but I don't think it will. All right, let's go to the next fight here. Dan Ige taking on Melquizael Costa. And fun fight here, Marcel, in the featherweight division. I could see this being like fight of the night. I could. Minus 200 on Melquizael Costa, plus 170 Dan Ige. I think Dan will be a popular underdog pick this weekend just because he's a tough out, right? Dan Ige's tough out. He's never been finished, I don't think. He's got a great chin. He's got some power, obviously, in his hands. He's got a bunch of knockouts in the UFC. He's just got great cardio. So he's a guy I think people will pick as a dog because I think this fight will be competitive. But that being said, Melquizael Costa's on a 5-fight win streak. He's been looking incredible. Had that amazing knockout over Morgan Charrier where he didn't get a bonus, by the way. That's crazy. He should have got
that was bogus. Yeah.
Ridiculous. But he's had such a nice run here. A guy that's just really improved. I still worry about the chin a little bit. I think he could get caught here by Dan Ige, most likely. I think he probably wrestles Dan and wins like a competitive decision. Judges will get involved. It's in Texas. It makes it a little sketchy, in my opinion, but I think Melky Costa wins a decision here. What do you think?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I've been picking against Melky a lot of times. I also picked for him, but also I picked Yadier against him.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like, Ige is kind of the guy who's also kind of underestimated all the time. And at the same time, he can make it competitive with almost everyone. But he loses against these guys, like he loses against Diego Lopez, was on super short notice. I know, Leroy Murphy. He loses against these guys, but it's always competitive. You know what I mean? So Melky can win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ige wins. I'm not gonna pick the underdog here. I think we haven't picked any dogs yet, but
well, we would have had Ramiz, right? That would have been consensus, but he's not
but
anymore.
I'm picking Costa by decision, not by finish.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go here too. Let me a couple other comments. Oh, here for the last fight. Over under 407.5 deep breaths taken to the fight. That's the heavyweights. Delia, first round, please. I'm begging you, not 3 rounds. If it goes 3, it's going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Look at this guy, Sack727 with a funny picture. He says they got to make a women's heavyweight division. Who wouldn't want to pay big money to see big mamas duking it out? You got to get Gabby Garcia and some other girls in the UFC. That's Marcel's dream.
No.
Being a Canadian MMA journalist, have you ever interacted with Ariel? I don't know. He just makes me angry. He knows what he's doing, denies instigating. So annoying. Yeah, I know Ariel. I've met him a bunch of times. I haven't seen him in years, though, because he doesn't go to UFC events anymore, I don't think. I probably haven't seen him in like 10 years. I don't have an issue with him. He's not like, we're not like friends or anything, but I don't like, if I saw him, I'd say hi. But I just think there's better journalists right now, personally. Like, I think James does I think Nolan King does a better job. And I think that it's time that we've talked about this. Name that award, the Ariel Helwani Journalist of the Year award, because he's won 15 straight years, and let someone else win it. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, I've maybe interacted like a couple of times with Ariel. One time I was mad at him and I DM'd him, and he was kind of friendly, so we kept it friendly, And the other times, like, he's always been nice to me, respectful,
Does he follow you on
he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah. So, and I follow him back, obviously. So because
I don't follow him, I actually unfollowed him a long time. I just can't stand his tweets, dude. It's too much.
I don't really mind it. For me, it's like if I don't like it, I scroll.
Sure, fair enough.
It's kind of like he respects me, he follows me, so I kind of respect him for that. I respect him back for following back, and he's still like whatever people think about him, he's still like the biggest MMA journalist out there. So I don't. The thing is, like, do I always agree with him? Definitely not. Do I like the instigating stuff? Definitely not. But I'm not too bothered with it. At the same time. So and he's, like I said, he's always been overall nice to me. So if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you back. That's pretty much how it is.
That's totally fair. A couple other comments. Melky Russell fucks Steve Garcia 1 round 1. I have to watch the fight back, but I think you're probably right. Am I racist for thinking Jeff Neal and Neil Magny are the same? Okay, I shouldn't have read this comment. I don't think you're racist. But they look completely different. They fought each other too.
I thought with Pat Sabatini and Bill Algeo, so
no, I don't think so. The only fight that I will say, Neil Magny, when he fought Phil Rowe, who we talked about, that fight, it was actually, they had the same shorts on, I think. Remember that fight? Yeah. And like the commentators were like, we're having a hard time, because they look the same. They actually had the same haircut, the same shorts. It was fucked. You shouldn't do that. Speaking of Morgan, where does he go? I don't know. I mean, Morgan Charrier, I don't know. He knocked out Nate Langworth, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he knocked after that fight, right? I think he knocked him out. I could be wrong. Danny Ige, too low volume. Yeah, that's fair enough. Is Costa a good minute winner? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Mad at him? I wasn't. Why were you mad? Oh, it was there, Marcel.
It was pretty much. Remember when I said that Paddy was out of his first fight with Luigi Van Vermeer?
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, "No, Paddy is still in." And then he retweeted, and that's like to him like, "Dude, I got it told." Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, but Paddy tweeted it that he's still in." And it's like, dude, so you pretty much say he's still in because you see it on Twitter, So that was what I'm mad about at that moment. So. But he was pretty nice about it, and I was as well. So there's no problem at all between us. We're cool.
Her Ariel called Marcel the gold standard. Yeah, that's fair. Again, like I've actually met him a bunch of times in person, so I think it's a little different. Someone in person, but I don't have an issue with the guy. It's just I don't see him anymore. He doesn't really go to the UFC events. He's in the Olympics right now, though. Luke Thomas, I don't have an issue with Luke. He's been doing this for over 15 years, almost 20 years. He's definitely a good journalist. I don't really watch his show, but he knows what he's talking about, obviously. All right. Morgan got knocked out. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. The medical suspension. Okay, next fight, co-main event. Jeff Neal. Speaking of Jeff Neal, Jeff Neal taking on Uros Medic. Odds for this one have Jeff Neal minus 190, Uros Medic plus 165. Hit the button for me. I finally got a dog. Finally got a dog. Love Jeff Neal. Love Uros Medic. This fight's awesome. I think someone gets finished here. I think most people probably lean towards Jeff Neal just because he's fought better competition. He's been in the UFC a long time. He's very solid. Obviously, his striking's amazing. Good takedown defense. He's just a really, really good striker. Uros Medic, though, is kind of like a wild card, man. I mean, he's been knocking people out, dusting them in a minute. Last 2 fights combined under 2 minutes. Obviously, he can get knocked out any time. I feel like his ground game is more the weakness, though. I feel in a stand-up fight he can get knocked out, but his ground game to me is more the weakness. I think in a stand-up fight, man, like he can knock out anyone in this division, I think. And I gotta take a dog. It's not like I think no dogs will win on this card. It'll probably be a couple. I think girls can knock out Jeff Neal. So love Jeff, great dude, but coming off that nasty knockout loss to Prates, this is I think a good time for Medic to get him. Uros Medic first round knockout in the first 2 minutes of the fight.
This is a typical fight where I normally would say like this guy got brutally knocked out. I'm not picking him in this rebook fight. This time I'm going to say I'm picking Jeff Neal. I think he wins. I think he wins by decision. I think Medic will definitely be able to tag him, but I think Jeff Neal will apparently win 2 of the 3 rounds and win by decision.
Yeah, so I'd be shocked if this went the distance, though. Honestly, I'd be shocked.
I think it's possible.
I don't think Medic has ever been that far in a fight. Has he? Maybe. No, I don't think so.
I think he did.
I don't think he's ever been in the distance. Has he? Has he really?
Am I crazy? Yeah, I am. But
let me double check. He might have been in Alaska FC. I gotta double check. He's never been the distance in 15 fights. I don't see it happening, man. Honestly,
first time this time.
It's possible for sure. And you're right. There's always a first time for everything. Like Marcel getting laid, there's always a first time for everything. I think it's a lock. I think someone gets knocked out. I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. But yeah, I think someone gets finished. I always think Medic is sold that you knocked out DDP. Fair enough. Yeah, his chin isn't good. I agree with that. But that's why I'm picking him by knockout in the first 2 minutes. Because if it goes longer than that, he's going to get knocked out probably himself. Someone's getting finished though in this fight. I'm confident. I'm not talking about this ice thing at all. I don't even want to get into it, Marcel. No, it's in America. Let's not talk about that, right, Marcel?
Ice.
We talk about that. That's fine with me. I'm okay with vanilla ice is okay, but the other one, no, I'll pass on that, Bircha. Although I know you're drinking and having a good time tonight, we'll pass on that. All right, final fight, main event. Sean Strickland taking on Fluffy Hernandez. Fluffy is minus 280. Strickland plus 240. Big odds. And I think this fight, like, it's interesting just because Strickland is, like, I think Strickland's one of the most underrated guys. I think people just think he's a big dumbass, but he's a hell of a fighter, man. He's got great wins. Izzy, Imavov, all these, Brendan Allen, all these guys are top 5. So he's got a ton of good wins. Great takedown defense for the most part. Good cardio, good striking. But at the same time, like, I love Strickland, but I'm a Strickland truther, you know this, Marcel, but like I don't know how you go against Fluffy. 8 straight wins, finishing everyone. Best cardio in the division, best cardio in the UFC probably. Ground game's incredible. Striking's getting better. I don't think you could pick against him. I don't think you could. I have to take Fluffy. I think a decision though, because I think Strickland's going to be tough enough to survive. That's my pick.
Best cardio in the UFC, heavy pot smoke. It's crazy,
It's crazy, right? Yeah. Like every time you see his interview, he's like, "Oh man, I just got stoned, man." Like he's fucking high as hell. He's like, I think someone asked him. He's like, he trains high the entire time. Like he's always high when he trains.
He's like Afro Man because I got high.
Because I got high.
Because I got high. Because I got high. Yeah. I was gonna go to court before I got high.
Fucking love that song.
I was gonna pay my child support, but then I got high.
That sounds like you, Marcel. Those little Marcels running around. Oh, man.
The last part is also good, right? What's the song? I was gonna clean my room, but then I got high. Ooh. I don't know anymore, but that's also
gonna eat your pussy too, but then I got high.
Yeah. Now I'm jacking off, and I know why. Right there, because I got high.
Dude, that song. I'm gonna listen to that song after we're done. That song is fucking classic, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm laughing right now.
For the video clip, right?
Oh man, I'm fucking dying right now. All right, what's your pick? And I'll get the comments after.
Hernandez decision, but that's also my pick. I think Strickland will be tough to finish. He's pretty all round as we know, but we're picking Hernandez here. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, let me get the comments here. So talk about Carlos. Do you guys think knockout should be inserted in the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I think there should be like moments, like best moments or something like that. Like I know they have best fights, but they should have best moments because then you should have there's a bunch of knockouts should be in there. Candy's a morning rain. Yeah, it was a tough day last week or this week I should say. There was like a big. You probably saw that there was like a shooting, school shooting, horrible. So, Beercher like Strickland decision. Fair enough. And it goes to this. Hey, what's up, Zach? Glad to have you, man. I'm surprised you're not watching. Oh, you probably have. Zach has like 20 TVs. He's probably definitely got like all these regional shows and then
all the foreign channels. Yeah.
And that too. Yeah, probably fair enough. Oh, Jamie likes Strickland. What's up, Jamie? Glad to have you too, man.
So,
we gives you great cardio and a big brain. Shout out. There you go. You know what it's like, lazy bed. Mine's 280. It's a bit high. I agree. It's a bit high in this particular matchup, but I still think he wins. Better card, Merab. Merab didn't look great in his last fight. I will say that. I think Fluffy's got the best card in the UFC. I will stand by that. Do you agree?
Yeah, maybe you went 25 minutes with him. I don't know. You know.
Motherfucker. I'm glad you didn't tweet that to me like that time you tweeted that shit and then all those people were like, you fucking owned him. Remember that time? I can't remember what you said. But have you guys ever had a bet the house call wrong? Yeah, I have, and that's why I don't like saying it because it's scary. The vocals, yeah, Marcel did a good job. Bang up job there, Marcel.
Thanks.
Figure the Diaz brothers, yeah, that's good. That's a good show too. Didn't see an Afro-Man reference coming to me either, but you know what? That song is fucking classic, man. What a fucking song, dude. Strickland into the Epstein files. Was he? I know John Jones was in there because I think Epstein was watching a John Jones fight. He's like, I want to watch this fight or something. You saw that, right?
Roll another blunt.
Did you guys see SWAT rated Afro? I didn't see that. No, that's too bad though. One of the cops ate his chocolate cake. It was wild. Oh god, I didn't see it. Lazy bed. I am actively packing a bong. I love this guy. He's awesome. Fuck yeah, man. Hit that bong, baby. Oh, I fucking loved it too. It was a great show tonight. Glad we did the Thursday night. It actually was hilarious. Thanks, gentlemen. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Glenn. Glenn Bot. Is there a chance Sean catches him like Kevin Hall did? Possibly, because he did get hit to the body in that fight. So I still. Also, Michel Pereira hit him to the body. Remember that in that first round? Michel hit him with like a kick or something. Remember that in the first round of that fight? But then after that, it was just he drowned him. I'm not picking against Fluffy. All right, let's go through the recap really quick, Marcel.
Sure.
We have most of the same picks, so it's going to be easy. All right, we both picked Carli Judice by knockout. We both picked Yadier Divide by submission. We both picked JP Lebosnoyani. I took him by decision. Marcel said knockout. Both took Joselyne Edwards by decision. I took Alden Coria by submission. Marcel said decision. I took Idiris by, I think I said, did I say submission? I'd have to look. Or knockout, I think. Knockout. And Marcel said decision. Both took Carlos Leal by knockout. Both took Michel Pereira by knockout. Both took Antidelio by knockout. Both took Melquizael Costa by decision. I took Euros Medic for an upset by knockout. Marcel took Jeff Neal by decision. And we both took Fluffy by decision. So almost all the same picks, one fight different. I do think, again, it's been pretty chalk heavy this year. It hasn't been a ton of upsets. I think you'll see that in this card too. But let's be honest, Marcel, we're not going to go perfect in this card. There's going to be a few fights where a few dogs win. Give me a few fights where you think if dog is possible.
Soriano, Sean Strickland,
Dan Ige?
Medic, Dan Ige,
yeah.
Who else? Luis Gurule. I'm waiting for your reaction.
I think
Spivak is possible.
Yeah, it's Spivak because it's heavyweight. Yeah, we just decide to do it tonight, Zach. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we're going to do a Q&A. We'll do it. We'll do it now. We're going to end the show.
We might have some fun news during the Q&A, so be sure to watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Sick. All right, let's end the show. We're going to do the fight announcements, and we'll take some questions and answers. We'll talk about the recent UFC cuts. So give me a second, guys, and we'll do that. Yeah, I mean, there really wasn't much of a breakdown. We both picked Fluffy by decision. We're both pretty confident. I think he wins, although, again, the odds are hefty, but I think he wins. Does Anthony fight Hamza if he wins? Possibly, although I think Imavov is right there, too. All right, give us a sec, guys. I'll tweet out the